hello, and welcome to this episode of Pardon Your French podcast. I'm Vanessa Charente.
I am Stephanie Lauren.
And we're here with Mélisande. She is here to tell us what it is like to be a French person living in a region where there are so many foreigners. So we generally just sit you down and speak to you about life in the Charente. Dordogne,
Charente. The two.
Yeah, the two of them. Yeah, because that's where we both live in opposite ends.
This is the first time we used the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time? Yeah, we normally have the chairs for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all the times we've done interviews, we've done them somewhere else. This is the first time we've used the studio.
So you're a very VIP.
Oh, thank you.
VIP guest.
I do feel like a VIP.
Okay, I'm working in Charente and I'm living in Dordogne. I don't want to live in Aubeterre.
Yeah, I don't know, so many people are attracted to Aubeterre because of its history and its beauty.
It's beautiful, yes, but the problem is too many people in summer and no people in winter.
Ghost town. I think that's what I found because I moved here in the December and I was like, is this the same place that I came to visit when we were here in August? I was like, no. And then it was.
Yeah.
It was a shock to the system.
Yeah.
So people do well, I think, to last the winters there. But it's difficult to then only live for like 8 weeks a year.
Yeah.
In summer or in that atmosphere, I think it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's two polar opposites. In summer, it's too much. And in winter, it's too much in the other way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got so much people. I'm working at the church and you've got like 800 people a day.
Wow.
Yeah. And in winter, like in January, you've got 1 or 2 people. 1 or 2 people a day. So you say, okay, what the fuck I'm doing? Why am I here? Why don't they close it? Yeah, just for January.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe just January.
It's in January. Nobody have money for it. So anyway, they won't come.
Social circle event.
Yeah, do it on January.
In the church. To be what? Yeah. In the church.
So Mel, we actually met because you work in the church.
Yes.
So I was going for weddings and you were there to welcome us with
Open
arms and a broom and a dustpan. Clean up after yourself. Yeah.
When I left home, I was in Lille. To come back here, I was living with my parents for the first time for so long.
Yeah.
It was a little bit difficult. You know, you had freedom. Yeah, you had freedom, and now no freedom at all.
You think you're gonna come home to like a full fridge and like somebody to pay for the internet, but no. Could you just teach me how to use my smart TV
and my phone? I check my emails. Done what his letter say.
It's on the internet. Can you do it for me? Oh, please, no.
Yeah, the job's just increased.
Yeah, I don't want to be a secretary anymore, please.
So how did you end up getting the job in the church?
Okay, I did come back in 22. Yeah. To Aubeterre, and I searched for a job. And I was meeting everybody here. And I knew Monique, if you don't know her. She works at the church. I knew her and she said, we need people to work here. So go to the mairie and give them your CV so you can maybe have an opportunity. And it was the opportunity. Yeah. They did choose me because I was living here. I was from the country. That's it. They've got this mentality. And they knew me.
Yeah.
But that's why I was chosen. It's not a good thing to be chosen just because you were born here.
Yeah, but
But you speak excellent English, which is very helpful.
Oh, thank you.
To
So
get our
rusty.
sense of humour, your English is incredible. Because we're so lopsided, aren't we?
She's just laughing for the sake of it. She's being nice. She's being nice.
That way. No, but I don't have the vocabulary, you know? I miss the words. Sometimes I'm like searching for words and like, okay, what is good word for saying it?
I do the same
Yeah.
in French. You just
Yeah,
scan
same
something.
in English.
Yeah, same in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say to you, you have to think in English to speak in English. Sorry, I don't do that. I'm not sure I'm thinking in French anyway. I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
I'm not talking inside. So
Yeah.
how do you explain it?
I don't know. Somebody told me you have to dream in French.
My childhood friend is English, but that's why I can speak easily in English.
So that's how you learned, was having a friend at school
Yes.
in here. What commune did you go to school?
Aubeterre.
Oh, okay. Wow, like you really are. When the
Yeah.
school was open up on the.
Yes, I did go to Aubeterre, then in Bonn, and then in La Prade, and then for collège and lycée, it was in Riberac.
Oh.
So yes, it was just around here. So yeah, it was local.
So we need to say about the Monolithic Church in Aubeterre, because some people, when we talk about Aubeterre and the church, people won't kind of go.
Yeah.
So we want lots of people to come and visit you
In January.
in January, along with us.
No, so you lived up in Lille. You told me in the car ride that you studied anthropology.
Yes.
So did that lend itself to your interest in working at the Monolith Church at all?
No, I don't think so. I was just playing in the church when I was a kid, really, really, really young kid. And I loved it anyway. So when I've got the opportunity to work on it, I was really thrilled because I needed space. I needed to work outside. And it was a good compromise to be inside and be outside. Don't have any walls around me because I've got this problem too. I don't like walls. In my house, there was a lot of walls I did break because I needed spaces. And in my last job, I was between 4 walls and I was like in prison.
Yeah.
This is my personality. I need to have space. I need to be outside.
Yeah.
And it was it.
Yeah.
And before doing this job, I thought I did 8. Everyone was not able to speak with anyone.
Really?
Yeah. And it changed me, really, because I discovered I love to speak with people, having, some contact with people. They do say things about their travel, their life, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's really a good, a good contact. Meeting people.
But then not being obliged to then develop a real relationship with them either. You get to meet many people and just kind of learn a little thing as you go.
Yeah, and if sometimes you meet a really important person, you can keep in touch with them.
Yeah.
But it's really rare.
Yeah.
But if you've got the opportunity, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And you meet so different people coming from all over the world.
Yeah.
That's really, really
I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool.
You've got bad parts. That's job.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that some days it's really difficult. You know it in every job. That's like that.
Yeah.
But when you see that people coming from Argentina and America or Ireland or Scotland or anywhere in the world, you meet the people you couldn't meet anyway. Yeah. And
I love that.
Yeah,
the land
that's
of
really good.
opportunity.
yeah. And when you say foreign people now in Aubeterre, it was always like that. I'm 41, and when I was a kid, I knew there was foreign all around. Yes,
It was a really
There
tourist
was-
place for them. It's
Yeah.
always been a really popular
yeah,
spot.
and English people were living here. and how did you say it from the Netherlands? Dutch people, they were living here. So that's a long story of foreigners in
There's more
Aubeterre.
Belge now, I think.
More Belge.
More Belge.
Yes, and German people coming here a lot now. But when I was a kid, it was mainly English people and Dutch people. That's why there are so many now.
Yeah, so there's still a huge percentage of the expat population.
Yes, I think they do love the countryside.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and then you have got like lovely bars, restaurants, shops, and the church all in one little place.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is there a lot of people that live there permanently and a lot of second homeowners?
When I was a kid, it was a lot of second houses. My friend was living here all year long, so it was their home anyway. But I think it was just summer houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the church is one of the main draws to Aubeterre because of its history.
It's the largest. Is it the largest monolith?
The highest.
The highest.
The largest is Saint-Emilion.
Ah, see, when we had this, Julie and I were having this conversation because I played golf at Saint-Emilion, and there was a guy said, "Oh, where do you live?" I says, "Oh, I'm near Riebrach." And he goes, "Oh, you're near the monolith in Aubeterre." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, yeah, it's the second largest outside of Saint-Emilion." And I was like, "Oh, right, okay." And then I mentioned to Julie, and she went, "Only someone from Saint-Emilion would say that." Like, Aubeterre is the biggest.
Okay,
Aubeterre is the tallest,
yeah,
the highest. It's a competition wherever you go.
yeah. And sometimes we just say to people, okay, they are the largest. We are the highest. They all have something to them. You have to know the Aubeterre's church is not entire.
Yeah.
Yeah. She lost the nave, a choir.
There's like
So-
a whole section of it has collapsed.
So you don't know
Yeah,
if
because
it's
when I met you, you'd come to show me around.
Yeah.
And
But
love
it's
our
not.
work,
What we have to say, it's not the same experience you've got inside the two of them. You have to visit the two of them if you want, if you like it, because they are really, really different. In Saint-Emilion, it's really large, but a little bit low, and you've got all the pillars staying here and with iron around because it
Protected.
it's protected, but it's beautiful. You have to see. Yeah, and in Aubeterre, it's another experience. When you enter for the first time, you don't know what you will be seeing. You're not prepared to see it. And you go through the door and you just have this movement or looking up. And you say, okay, where am I? Where am I? Because it's really, really...
it's overwhelming. I had that. I can totally understand. And you must see it all the time with everybody coming through.
Yeah, and you've got this feeling you're so small inside because it's so high. And it's not built, it's carved. So that's why you're like, okay, they did carve it.
Yeah.
Are they crazy?
They do that.
Yes. People, you've got to know that some people are like, it's just rock. Okay, it's just rock. You don't know how people suffer to just carve this rock.
Yeah.
And there was a castle just up here.
I think around the corner we went.
Yeah, I showed you the ramparts of the original castle, but
It's ruined.
they used to be connected.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
blocked off now
Wow.
because it was the guy who lived in the castle's church he made specially.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna make a church. You guys start carving. Start chiseling.
Oh, yeah. I did go to Jerusalem, and I did so in the Cappadocia. They did it. So why don't you do it just under my castle and you don't have to make it fall, okay? So you carve something just under a castle.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Make sure it doesn't collapse.
Yeah.
So the engineering involved at the time was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Then the knowledge, and it's only, and like it is only it's only limestone. It's not like granite, you know, where it's like limestone you can cut with hand tools.
Yeah.
It's smooth and it's really soft. So soft. It's a rock, but it's softer than marble or granite or anything else, and you have to count with this.
Yeah.
And they did carve in a new way. The way you carve from the top to the bottom, it was not used at this time. They did saw it in Turkey. They wanted to do it.
Oh, so they saw examples of this in Turkey.
Yeah.
The troglodyte style building.
Yeah.
Wow. And they were like, we can do that.
It's a new style, so they did bring people with them, so they carve it this way, to the top to the bottom. And to have this high.
So like the drain, obviously, the drainage that is in there.
Yeah, on
there's
the
like a
gallery.
Yeah. And there's a sit-down down in the bottom corner. Is there a well of
that's
some
a different thing. The drain thing you've got on the wall is because when they carved the gallery, they discovered there was water coming through, so they did carve this passageway and this drainer, so you can drain it out.
Yeah.
And then for the carving, the top to the bottom, they did carve what do you say it? I'm searching for the word puits.
A well.
A well. But inverse one. You put water, you carve, and the water comes down. Yeah, and it helps you to carve. And that's why you've got this container, what you say, at the bottom, because it was the ground. The way they can't carve anymore, it was too difficult, too solid, too hard. That this thing is to analyze the rock so you can know where to stop.
Oh wow! Okay,
This is it.
That's amazing. So that was where they could find like proper bedrock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't
that
amazing?
Yeah.
That's why
I was like,
it's 70 meters high.
So does everyone who works at the church, are you taught this information when you are?
Yes.
Or did you research this yourself? Or?
Oh no! It's because we've got in the church we've got an archaeologist that came in 2010. He did came to do some research, and he analyzed all of this and said it to us because we didn't know before.
Yeah.
How it was carved, how it was oriented.
Yeah.
Everything. He said it to us.
That's amazing.
We've got just hypothesis, and we said this and that and this and that, and he said it's not good. Stupid things.
Some of the things you said. Yeah, you made some stuff up.
Not everything, but some things are really not good to see. But
and then so for the graves.
Yeah.
All the graves that are dug everywhere.
Yes.
Those are all carved in as well.
Yes.
And then they'd put the body and then they'd cover it with
with rock.
board with rock.
Yeah.
They'd just cover it back up with a tablet of rock.
Yes, a tablet.
Okay, so they were like coffins themselves.
Yes.
Of rock.
Yes.
And then when they discovered the skeletons in there, because they're not carved like in any kind of really straight, organized lines. You know, when you look at the graves, some of them kind of like this. Yeah.
In the necropolis. Okay, it's what we called anthropomorphic terms, because they are carved when they need it, or around the years and everything. And it's all the way to the east. but not really.
So they're supposed to face to the east.
Not your head, but your foot must. Yes. Okay, because you're going to.
But yeah, so it was like, it looks as though they were like, oh, we could fit one in there. And like, just carve in between those two there.
Maybe it is. Yeah. Because it was when they needed, they have it. So it was a little bit fast. You have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the skeletons or the bodies that were in there, what's their relationship to the Lord or the church?
We don't know.
No idea.
No idea. Maybe we think they are all the people of Aubeterre.
Really?
Yeah, like it was just where they.
everyone.
Wow.
Yeah. But you have to know that in the necropolis, maybe there are humble people, but in the nave, because you've got this on the nave, you've got much rich people.
The nave is where the bridge is when you walk in.
Yeah.
So you walk in over the top
Yeah.
of all the graves that you walk.
And it's to the.
No. So that's the necropolis, the one that when you go in, it's to the left.
Yeah.
The ones that you walk over, the bridge is built over the top of the nave. What's left of
I
the
didn't
nave.
even realise that. I don't like holes and heights, so I go across that bridge as quick as I can. I didn't even ever see that there was anything underneath.
Yeah, there is. But in the heart of the church, you see now, there are a lot of tombs just under your feet. You don't see it because they grounded it. But now,
Oh, so those would have all been tombs as well.
yes.
So the center
ones.
Yeah. So the center, the cross.
The center with the cross is for relics, for a relic. The relic of the cross.
Okay. And then they had the relic of the cross in there. There were 2 relics, weren't there?
4.
Oh, okay.
There was 4. One is on the bottom of the steps to go to the necropolis.
On the left-hand side?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a part of Golgotha, the rock where Jesus was crucified.
These are what they went to get in the Crusades, to bring back relics, religious like proof of.
What you have to
divinity.
know is this church is symbolic of Jerusalem, all of it. So you've got all relics for Crusades. The first one, Golgotha. The center one is the cross of Jesus. Then you've got what we call Pierre de l'Onction. I don't know in English the words. This is a rock where you put the body for the last seconds.
Where he rose from the dead.
Yeah.
He was laying on the.
And then you've got this big monolith of 6 meters, the symbol of Aubeterre Church.
Yeah.
When you see
The
on
altar
everything,
on the right-hand side.
you've got this. This is the replica of Saint-Sepulchre. How do you say it?
The sepulchre.
Saint-Sepulchre.
Yeah, Saint Sepulchre.
Yeah, the tomb.
The
This
tomb
big
where
tomb
he.
of Jesus.
Right. Yeah.
What they built in the 4th century. Well, and the emperor did ask to have it. His mother, in fact. But they did build it in Jerusalem. And this is the symbol of Jerusalem. That's why he did it just under his castle, to have Jerusalem inside. Oh, yeah, it was a little bit ambitious. And this is the last relic, because you've got a relic of the Saint-Sepulchre inside
Okay.
at the time.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've got
We've
nothing.
never seen any of these relics.
Yes. Yeah.
They were ransacked, maybe, or they just like the piece of the cross is made of wood. It's gonna either petrify or.
No, I think it was stolen because we've got a lot of things. Happens in France between the 12th century and now. We've got the 100-year war. We've got like religious war, and before, and we've got like Révolution Française.
So anything worth anything.
Yeah, At this time, they loved to burn everything and stole everything.
Yeah.
Religious things.
So sad.
Yeah.
So sad, isn't it?
Yeah. But this is it. We have to live with this. So we know part of history, what they do with war now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the same.
Things happening like, Syria, they were
Everyone.
running.
Everything. What's beautiful.
So how do you remember all this information? Like, how long have you been at the church? Because I'm like mind blown. Like, every, like,
Well, she does it every day.
yeah, but it's so much information.
Yeah. So like the first time I ever went to the Monolith, there was the audio guide.
Oh yeah.
And then the next time I went, like now when I've been, there's no audio guide.
No, because it's broken. People don't. We have a problem with respect in France. So they did broke it, and we repair it, and they broke it again, and we repair it, and they broke it again. So at the end, it's
Too expensive.
It's expensive. Yeah.
not possible to repair anymore. So why invest in something you know will be broken?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
So you can do books and leaflets and
Well, but then, so like presumably before they had audio guides, they would have tour guides.
Yes.
So go back to that. You don't do guided tours anymore.
No, because we had this idea. We want to stay with the opportunity to have a not free, but you can do your tour yourself without having anyone guiding you. Sorry. Because some people don't like guides.
I think
Yeah.
but it's a church. It's quite a
Yes.
And because it is really tiring.
Yeah.
Okay, people don't know how much it is tiring to do it. When people say only one a day or only two a day, you don't understand what the job is, because the sound
Yeah.
is really difficult in the church. So you have to have a big voice when you do this guide tour. At the end, you don't have any voice, and you are drained. You are drained. If you have to do every hour, you won't do a day. It's not possible. But if you are two person and one on the morning, one on the afternoon, it's possible and it's good. And we can do it. You won't have the same experience because everyone is different. We don't guide the same way.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good way to do it, because the people who doesn't want to have someone, then can do their way.
Yeah.
And the one who wants to have it, they will wait in a way.
Yeah.
We don't have to have these people who wants guided tour,
Yeah.
and in the middle of the
Yeah.
tour.
Walking while they're one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's the way to, choose people. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's difficult because now if you go when there's no guide and no audio guide, you get a paper and you can read that. But the amount of information that
It's too much.
you've just given us
Yeah.
it's far too much. And there's always questions, and so
I love that. I love the way people go outside and ask questions.
Yeah.
Because you have a contact.
Yeah.
And that's what I say at the entrance when they say, oh, we don't have a guided tour. And I say, yes, but you've got a human before you and you can ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't forget to ask questions. When you
Yeah.
love something, the people waiting at the entrance loves that everywhere.
Yeah.
Because it shows how much you love.
Your passion for your
Yes.
job.
Yeah.
When I first met you with Carter, and I had been before, but only to sort of have a look around and go, wow, I didn't really understand the importance of it, the meaning behind it, how it came about. And then I met you and you brought it all to life. And I was like,
Or to Jess. And see, like, all the bodies are tucked over there.
no. And then you showed us some photos and things, and I was like, my God, I've always loved history, but I've never been able to retain so much information like you can. I mean, you're like an encyclopedia on the monolith of Aubeterre. Like it's incredible. I love it. I just like Google, having Google.
Okay, I'm Google.
Like Alexa, and it just asks you so many questions about it. It is dreamcake, because obviously you do weddings.
Yeah, so this is the thing, is like, I've been in there, I don't know, 100 times maybe now.
I don't know. You're like, yeah, God, it's a blessed wedding.
Well,
You've got the habits.
Yeah.
and part of it is like, because it's a job, you know, you go in and like you set the chairs up and you just come, and you lose a lot of times, you lose that kind of awe and respect for it.
Yeah, because it's
But
then.
but it's also wonderful, you know, if you are inside when people come in, like you said, when you see people come across the bridge to the threshold and go. And one of the best times is like the bridesmaids. So all of the guests get to go in beforehand. So like, obviously you see that and they have a wander around and they find their seats. The brides have all seen it.
Oh, because they visited
They
out before.
Yeah, that's why they've chosen to use it, but the bridesmaids haven't. So the apprehension from them about like, okay, well, we didn't have a rehearsal. I don't know, you know, what do? I says, walk across the bridge. There's a couple of steps at the end. There's a big hole in the ground right in front of you. Turn right. No, it's just like, turn right.
Yeah.
You will see where you're supposed to go. Like if you've been to, it all becomes obvious. But the problem is, obviously, nobody wants to do that. Therefore, like, no one can really do that the first time they walk in. So as they get to those steps and they see the hole and they look, their faces just go like, because I make it sound very mundane on purpose, because it's like, you're there to like do this job, which is to be a bridesmaid in this wedding. And I don't want to ruin, like, oh, you'll get to the end and you'll be like, oh my God. It's like, no, stay on task. Look for the groom, follow the eye.
Yeah, you got a job to do.
But it's very, so when I'm inside, so I'm not always inside. So sometimes I'm outside with the bride, sometimes I'm inside and it's all, you know, signaling or whatever. But if you're inside and you get to watch as the bridesmaids get to the threshold and have that kind of like instant reaction where they're trying to like still keep doing what they're doing, but also want to be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
don't fall, don't trip, you know. It's like uneven ground. It's uneven ground in heels. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It is. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I mean, you know, I spend most of my time outside sweeping up flower petals. I don't spend a lot of
When
time
you see these slides in the eyes, it's beautiful.
It's like a child at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I just found it breathtakingly gorgeous, and I want, you know, do you do concerts and things there?
So I did choose to come back. It was difficult to choose this because it was deciding to leave my friends just there and say goodbye, isolating myself from social meetings and people I love. But it was the choice I did. Was it the good one? I don't know. But I've got my house, my dream house. I've got my mom. So that's important to remind.
Yeah.
And why not? Job that is perfectly fit for me. Because I'm outside, because I meet people, because I can talk about history. Not everything is really happiness, but in life, yes. Was I happier in Lille? I don't know. What you are missing now is what you were missing there.
Yeah.
Because I missed my mom. Now I miss my friend. So what's the good choice?
But it's so interesting for you to say that, because you were born in France and then you've moved to a different area of France. Yeah, and you feel the same way. as what we do
Yeah.
when we've moved countries. And, you know, obviously we didn't know anybody when we moved to France. We found each other now. But before that, I moved here not knowing one person. And then, you know, I haven't been back to the UK since I moved here. But this is now my home. But I do still miss things about my previous life.
Yes.
But I wouldn't change where I am now.
No, me neither.
Because everybody and everything is a chapter and a season. Yes. And I think we're just in another chapter of the book at the minute.
Yeah. I mean, your experience is a similar situation to what we are. I was talking to you about, you know, in winter, everything gets very isolating. You feel, you know, you can feel quite solitary and stuff.
Yeah, people can get really lonely here.
Yeah.
Well, France can be very lonely.
But then, so you grew up here and you have friends that you left behind when you moved away originally. But then, like you said to me, you know, 20 years go by and things move on. Life goes on for everyone. Yeah. So even if you reconnect with them, like, you know,
that's not the same connection.
Yeah, they're not the same people that you left behind.
And it's like, it's comforting to know that, you know, there's that person that you still have some history with, but they're not necessarily, you're not hanging out every week. You're not best friends. Like, they've got their own life to deal with and you've got yours, and you're not in the same place at all.
Yeah, and we are not the same anymore because, you know, with your friends, the friends I've got in Lille, we did have this time we grew up together, even if we were adults. We grew up together through hardships and through happy times too. Yeah. And we grew up the same way.
Yeah.
Because we were adults.
Yeah.
My friends, I did left home when I was kids, when I was 18. They were kids, so they were not adults. And it's not the same thing. The hardships you've got when you are adults is more important in your lifetime than when we were
little.
kids.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Kids don't have any hardships. Not in a good life. In a good life. Because some have really hardships. But when you've got a good life, when you've got privilege, when you say it, you're a happy kid. So it's not the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got a connection, but it's not really deep.
Yeah.
Not the deepest one. The deepest one, the adult one.
So then outside of work, how do you meet people?
I don't. It's so difficult. Yeah, because these 3 years, it was really, really difficult. The first year was only season of working, and then when the season ends, I go to my friend's house in Lille. So it was, you know, trying to smooth the thing.
Transition.
Yeah, this transition. The year 2, it was having more work and my house. So it was work and then the house. Yeah. And this year 3 is adapting and trying to find how to meet people outside to work. It's really difficult because, okay, you meet people outside of the work, but they're how old?
So yeah, I get that because there is an older generation.
Yeah. It's not that they are not interesting at all, but that's not what you are carving.
Yeah. Well, no, but
get that.
This is what we talk about though. You know, it's like my husband's 15 years older than I am.
Okay.
And we generally spend time with people who are older than he and I.
Okay.
Those are, you know, our typical friend groups are, you know, people who are retired and British.
Yeah.
And so it's always really exciting to me, you know, like meeting Steph. I was like, yes. and working is actually the way that I've been able to make friends that are with people closer to my age. Like you.
Yeah.
But this is why we were saying we want to help people in this isolating type of situation by being, a community in itself,
Yeah,
building
because
a
I
community.
think there are young people.
Yeah.
There are.
Because
There
they
are.
are, but you don't really see them unless they're here working seasonal jobs,
Yes.
bars and
Or
restaurants.
working anywhere.
And they're on holiday.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the young families tend to move to Bordeaux, or they go to cities to get
Or kids turn 18 and they have to get out of here because there's no young people. And then they come back up on summer holiday and that's it.
Again, that is really important when anyone is moving here or transitioning through the area, is to remember that when you have children at the age of 16, 17, 18, they will need to move on.
Move on.
That can happen in any country, but it's one trend that I've really noticed here.
Yeah.
But I do believe I've had so many great nights in like restaurants and bars in Aubeterre and things, listening to music and sitting outside on a summer's evening, and that's what English from the Americans would see as the French dream.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the reality is it's not like that all year round.
It's not like that hardly at all.
You're sold the dream through shows and stuff. A lot of us are, but when you're there and you're in that moment, that's when you go, I did it. We did it. We got here. We made it.
You have to know that dreams are for being just a little moments of your
Yeah,
life. So
absolutely.
if you know it, you live this dream,
Yeah.
you've got your moment, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And when it's ended, you knew you lived it.
Yeah.
And you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got Lewis.
She's a philosopher as well.
It's so wonderful. When I listen to you,
Do you see my French accent? Say the same thing, but in your like really French accent. I want to hear.
yeah, you sound like you're reading like a novel. Like you're breathtaking. Like I just drawn in. Like
Oh, thank you so much for coming on our podcast today. It's been a wonderful conversation with you. And thank you everyone for listening and watching.
we were actually filming, to be honest.
And supporting us on our podcast journey. And we will see you next time.
Thank you.